Hi everyone, welcome to the live stream. Chris here from Temby. It's been an absolute nightmare with the heat wave. I'm sure the British guys will tell you all about it soon. I got some special guests for you on this evening. We've got Steve Carlson from the vinyl community itself. We've got Morton on, we've got Rob Walker on, we've got David Atkinson on. What more would you want from a live stream? I pulled together the VC royalty for you, so I hope you appreciate it. So, this evening, what we're going to talk about, we're just going to talk about 5 albums we've bought this year that you've really enjoyed, that you want to share with the vinyl community, and probably cost every time I have Steve or David on or Morton or Rob, they cost me a lot of money. So just as well, I've just been paid. So okay, we'll go through the panel real quick. Steve, welcome back to the show, mate. Always good to have you on. How's things up with you on the big move?
We're moved in. It's moved in. I just got to build my library. I need to get some shelving for a library because I got a lot of books that need to go out. But I know right where it's going. I know right what I need to do. I just got to get around to doing it now. But otherwise, yeah, it's moved in. I now have little ones running around upstairs, and jumping in while I'm trying to take a nap or listen to music. So that part's we're adjusting to all of it, but no, it's good. I like the place. The place fits us well. We really downsized a lot, and it's what we needed to do. So we're very, very happy. And we're going through that heat wave too. Should be about 98 today. It's about 100 yesterday. So yeah, toasty.
Cool, man. Cool, mate. Cool.
Where are you? Where are you, Steve? Then
in Denver.
In the suburbs of Denver or something.
Yep. I'm on the southern suburbs, Aurora it's called. So not southern, the eastern suburbs.
Okay.
Cool.
Fabulous. Nice town.
Yes.
Short way to the airport when you want to go to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Talking about moves, Morton, you've been on the move, mate. You've been kind of busy.
Yeah. Sorry about the background noise. It's quite warm here in Oslo, so I have to have one window open, or I'll probably, yeah. I went down to Denmark 6.5, 7 weeks ago now, and dealt with selling my childhood home, and then I went straight up just over 4 weeks when I got back up to the health retreat that I've been to on and off for the. What was this, the 4th time? So I was done with that on Friday. So now I'm kind of my diary is kind of empty actually. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it gives you a chance to buy more records. Talking about on the move, David travelled up to see you a few weeks ago. We went to the record fair. How are you feeling, mate?
Well, since we were together for that trip to Lincolnshire, I'm no longer wearing a sling because if anybody doesn't know, I broke my collarbone cycling at the beginning of May. So I'm getting back into normal activity. I started driving for the first time yesterday and went to Bridge Records, which is in Brown Hills, north of Birmingham, with Harvey of Spin the Black Circle. So we kind of met up and went to buy some records because I haven't really bought enough this month. But I'm kind of for the best part of 2 months with very little activity apart from our road trip out. I'm starting to get busy again, and I'll be off to Toronto and Buffalo in 2 weeks. 2 weeks yesterday.
Nice, very nice. Mr. Rob Walker, how are we, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm only here because Steve's here. Because Steve's there. Honestly. Nobody loves Steve more than even his wife. Don't love him as much as I love him. I was watching Steve this your video, this morning. with the grandkids, and you were saying about you can't relax the same and listen to music because you've got to put Disney on and stuff like that. But yeah, it looks. It's. I've been following you. You know, you're building your room with interest. It looks like you got a nice setup there now.
Yeah, it is. It's really good, Rob.
Yeah. Have I spoken to you before on a?
We have never done a live stream together, Rob. I know we go back and forth on comments on our videos for years now, but
No, yeah, because Steve, this is all Steve's fault because I used to when I kind of discovered the VC. Steve was one of the. I'm watching him and I'm thinking this fucking. I obviously fell in love with him, but I'm just thinking, I just commenting, and then Steve planted a bit of a seed that have a go, and he said, "I've subscribed to your channel. I've not done any videos or anything." And you subscribed, didn't you, Steve?
yep.
And and then when I did my first video, the rest is history.
It's all your fault, Steve. Then.
Yep, that's right.
Honestly, there's, I think there's a hitman after Steve after introducing me to VC.
Thanks, Steve.
It could be a hitman after you.
Hey, you know what? I've been on this is my third live stream in like 3 days or 2 days. So I was on one on Friday night with I Dig Final and Jack talking about the World Cup and music connected, countries connected with the World Cup. And then I was on Rachel's Ghost this afternoon. So that were nice and peaceful.
What was today's controversy then on Rachel's?
I was going on about that film, that Citizen Vigilante. I was telling everyone to get. Well, I didn't actually say this, but I said forget records, forget the internet, watch that film and then come back to me and tell me what you think about it. So, yeah, we're putting the worlds to rights, but that's what you're doing it on Rachel's Ghost.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this one will be a bit more calmer.
Oh no, it's gonna kick off at some point.
Well, I did watch Rachel's Ghost for about 10 minutes. Must have been before you went on today. And they were talking about Sean Ono Lennon or whatever, and I thought, screw that, I've bingo already.
No,
I bailed.
It all kicked off after that. So I kicked off with Waxed, and then Mazzy chirped in, and then Mazzy went off with Steve Westman did some nonsensical stream about some boring subject like he normally does. So
like music.
All the interesting people stayed and watched Rachel's Ghost, and all the boring old farts went watching Steve Westman.
Should we
When are they doing a special conversation about the discography of James McCartney?
Yeah, that'll be interesting, won't it? We'll
Yeah,
save
really.
that.
Rob, you best say something nice to me as well, or this is going to get it. All right?
Yeah, I'll try and think of something positive about you, Morton.
Welcome to the live stream, Rob.
Hey, aren't you glad that I got a connection?
Well, he might be glad.
Oh yeah, there we go. I knew it. That's why I put you two at the bottom, so you can just fight it out against each other, and the rest of us can talk about records.
We're on the same team.
Yeah.
I do
Except when
love
we're
Dave.
not.
Oh. I tell you what, if you two guys should have been in the car when I was driving, these two, honestly, and Gav, it was a lot of fun though, because they were talking about music, funny enough, on the Vinyl Community Road Trip. But I did learn a lot. Kind of Morrissey got pulled up a few times, which didn't interest me in the slightest, to be honest. But I didn't realize how much Gav loves him.
I know, yeah, he does, doesn't he?
So
He's strange though, isn't he, Gav? I'm not surprised that you asked him on here. He's a weirdo, isn't he? Him?
Rob, I agree.
He's your number one fan. What are you on about?
You're
seem to
joking.
be
He's always
discussing-
taking the piss out of me.
You
Yeah.
seem to be discussing Paul Weller a bit as well.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about him later. People who should quit.
Right.
What is that?
Okay.
Is that Gav or Paul Weller?
Yeah, both of them.
Right. Okay. So, after the record, like Steve, the quick question for you: do you get record fairs where you are, or like pop up kind of places? That kind
Yeah,
of
we
stuff?
do. Yeah, there's a twice a year a very large one they call the Rocky Mountain Record Show here in Denver. And then the outlying cities will have record shows. I normally don't get to them, but I do get to the one in Denver. Because, I mean, it's 3 floors. The place has 3 floors of records. So it's
How
big.
do you how do you find the prices compared to record shops? Are they kind of on the even par, or are they slightly cheaper, or?
No, it suck.
Okay.
For the most part, higher. I generally always higher. Yeah, the best place, and he has great stuff, but you can talk them down. So I think that they jack them up, and with the hope that you're not going to talk them down, but otherwise you go, okay, would you give for this? And I got some decent deals from him, but for the most part, record fairs are not cheap. No.
Okay. Before I go to you two, so you can fight it out in a minute, Morton, do you get record fairs over where you are, or like pop ups? I know you go to the record shops a lot, but is it any kind of that situation?
We have a monthly record fair just a few blocks from where I live. It's called the Vaterland Record Fair, and about 6 to 7 months a year it's outdoors and inside a pub, and then when it gets colder and wetter it's inside the pub. So that's first Sunday each month, and then there's a couple that pop up around here, not far, and then sort of outlying suburbs of Oslo, over in Lillestrøm. I was at a place called Sandvika west of Oslo in was it April? And you can go further afield as well, but I haven't yet. It tends to be the same guys all the time, and
Yeah.
you can see them shifting around a lot of their old. Yeah, I mean, there's good stuff too, but I mean, these guys have discovered Discogs, obviously, so they know what to charge.
Okay, cool.
Can I ask a question of Steve? Steve, just a quick one. I watched your video on your music room, and you've done it really well. There's no doubt about it. But
Yes.
I can't see any space for more records, mate.
I have totally filled it up. If I wanted to, a wall where I have pictures and stuff, I could put shelving across there. But the whole point is, the shelving has enough room for some more records, but I'm trying to pull things out as I'm putting it. If I'm buying a bunch, what else do I need to get rid of? So, Dave, you did a whole big bunch of purging, and
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. I'm trying to keep that going. Because I got a comfortable amount of records. Now, unlike Morton, who has to have every single album from every artist, I'm not going that route. So just whatever's good. But
So,
it's full.
It did look full, because when you were deciding which house to get, I was kind of looking at the rooms going, that probably would be the best room, because in my head I was trying to work out the Calix units.
Yeah.
And then obviously when you did it, I was like, yeah, you did that. I would have done that exactly how you did it.
And it
to be
was
honest.
amazing, the height. I mean, the rooms down here are really high, but 2 Calix, a 4 shelf and then a 2 shelf, absolutely fit just within a couple inches of where it comes out. I mean, it wasn't. They made this for a record room. It has to be.
It was meant to be, mate.
It
Yeah,
was.
it
It was. Yeah.
Right, okay, let's go to you two. We've just been to the record fair. You've been to a load of record fairs. You've been doing your purging. Rob's been buying his 12-inch singles kind of thing. Had some good deals there. I'll go to both. I'll go to Rob first. Rob, how did you find the record fair and like the biggest record store we went to while we were on our trip?
Yeah, well, the shop in Spalding.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was as we expected. If you spend enough time there, you will find some stuff, but you won't find any any good deal. I mean, I've been to a record fair today and spent a bloody fortune. There was a guy there with loads of interesting records for a good price, and ended up, you know, the worst news that he gave me was that he took card. You know, do you know what I mean? I said, "You don't take card, do you?" And he said, "Yeah." And I thought, "Oh shit."
I'll buy more.
Yeah. So, and he used to be in a band. He had loads of these records, and I said, "Why have you got all these same records?" And he said, "Oh, I was in that band in 2006, I think." And it turns out he was in quite a lot of bands in the late 80s, early 90s, and his record collection was superb with sort of indie music from over that period. So I filled my boots. I got some really good stuff. So the only thing with the Lincoln Fair, I did put some footage. It was a little bit smaller than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger, but there was enough there to satisfy me. I mean, I'm like any of you guys. You know, I find it quite easy. I mean, Steve, you walked out of a record shop recently with no records, didn't you?
Yeah, that actually happens more often now.
Me too.
Not. I mean, just kind of look whether it might be overpriced or I just don't need it.
Yeah. I can be like that, but today that dealer, he'd never been there before. He weren't a dealer. He was like one of us. And he said he looked at the prices, went on medium Discogs, and then knocked a bit off that. So, and that's the kind of person you want, isn't it? It was below medium on Discogs. You can have a look at the condition. You're not paying postage. Everyone's a winner, aren't they? So, you know, I've got some really good stuff. So.
You do make a good point there, though, because I thought Lincoln was going to be a lot bigger than what it was. Because I kind of walked in, because it looks like kind of big building outside. Me and Gav was saying before we went in.
You know what? I was expecting to be recognised by more people.
Yeah.
It really pissed Dave off, because as soon as I walked in, someone came up to me, and I could see Dave really pissed off. But Dave ended up getting mobbed in the end, didn't you, Dave?
Well, I got that guy on film, didn't I, where he was comparing your channel to mine.
Yeah, but he was just looking at the number of subscribers, and the number of subscribers that you have and the quality of the channel, there's no relation. You've only got to look at Norman Maslow for that.
Me and Gav got noticed as well. While
all
we were
the
there,
entities got recognised.
all the ones that don't matter. He came up to me, "Oh, you Chris, you got that Vinyl Man channel." I was like, "Yeah, all right, mate." And I was kind of thinking, "Shit, people don't watch my channel, so what the hell's going on here?" But anyway, we'll go to David. How did you find it, mate?
Well, I did a video. I did a couple of videos, didn't I? But the video, my summation of Uptown Records was that it was, and someone left a comment under the video, which was a very useful comment. So that if you go on a regular basis and look at the new arrivals, you can pick up some really good stuff. Yeah. But if you're a group of people who are mad nutter collectors from 100, 200 miles away, you go there and hope to find some real bargains, you're going to be sorely disappointed. You have to dig really deep to come away with just about anything. So, you know, Gavin Rob did do something that was good. I thought the record fair was good because, although I agree with Rob that it wasn't huge, and it was sizable enough to make it interesting, I thought that it wasn't so busy, so you weren't fighting for a space at the racks, which was kind of nice after, 6 pints or how many gin and tonics the night before. I wasn't in the mood for fighting anybody. It was good though. It was a great road trip. Really good. And,
I've never seen Gav so quiet.
VC Elite.
Gav was so quiet in the back. I kept checking on him. Gav, are you okay? Yeah. The window is right down. But just a heads up that most people wouldn't know this. My air conditioning didn't work in the car for the entire trip. And David was kind of like, "There's something wrong with your air conditioning." I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just driving." He's kind of playing around with stuff when he's got a sling on and the camera and trying to sort it out, and he's just sweltering.
Yeah.
So for myself, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the trip more, meeting up with the guys and having a chat and going for a drink, having something to eat. You know, just the whole meet-up kind of situation for me. I really, really enjoyed it. You know, I've met up with David before. You know, we met up with Cam, which is fun. I think we're going to do the Bristol Record Fair in October time, so I'm hoping for that.
I think Rob's
and-
coming down for that as well.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, bring Gav down because Cam loves
Sure,
Gav.
yeah.
Yeah. I came home. I haven't told David this. I came home, went to my back room with quite a few records I bought off David because he's doing his purge. And Liz said, "Have you lost your mind?" There was quite a few, but they give me good prices, and I'm on this Bruce Springsteen kind of kick at the moment. But yeah, it's I really enjoyed it. So it was cool. So and I can't wait to do the next one. So yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it. So
It is so
tonight-
good that you can get people together. You know,
Yeah.
in the geography in the States kind of mitigates against that a little bit. But if you can get people together, it's once every couple of months. It really kind of just brings the whole vinyl community experience up a notch.
Yep,
Yeah.
that does.
Yeah. We're going to talk about what we've picked up this year and what we've enjoyed. Top 5 albums, so it doesn't have to be in any kind of order. So let's kick it off with the chairman of the VC, as usual. It's over to you, Steve.
All right. I have the album of the year. That's what I'm going to show. I got brand new albums here. And the album of the year is coming out of the UK. Just so you know. The Molotovs. I cannot get enough of this band. I couldn't even get it in the US. I had to go overseas to get this sucker. And it's a brother and sister. I think he's 17, she's 19.
Yeah.
The sister knows how to pose, rock star poses, like unbelievable. You know, she plays the bass and she's all over the place. And if you like the Jam, these guys sound, I mean, they do some Jam covers that they're very jammy, very much mod, very exciting. They're touring with the Sex Pistols, and they are coming to Denver in October. Tickets around $200.
What?
Yes, but the guy, I was on a live stream on Rachel's. I haven't been on a live stream for Rachel's Ghost. This was one that dealt no politics, only music. And there was I can't think of his name, but he's played with the Sex Pistols. He was on there, and he was talking about the lead singer they have, and he sounds just like Johnny Rotten. And he played a video, and by God, he did. So
Yeah.
the Molotovs are opening for the Sex Pistols, and then the Sex Pistols, which I absolutely love. I think I just may have to empty part of my bank account to go see this. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I absolutely love this group. I'm just blown away by it. They're high energy, and they're all over YouTube videos. They're everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's been in the works for about 18 months, hasn't it, that album? They've been like doing sort of promoting the tracks from that album for probably about 18 months, haven't they?
It's been out there, for a bit, and I was trying to find it and just
Yeah.
get it nowhere, but special order, and
Yeah, they've got
love it.
They've got a really sort of sharp, distinctive look about them as well, haven't they?
They do. They absolutely have a look. It's a 3-piece band, but they make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, it's like modern power pop, I suppose, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, it's good choice, that, Steve.
Yep.
I wouldn't like to think how much Steve has cost me over the last 6 to 7 years watching him. Okay. Another guy that's cost me a bit of money, surprise, is this guy right here who's up next. I wonder why. I think he's more Welsh than I am.
Oh yeah, I think you might be. Yeah.
So what was the premise of this again? Was it just records we'd listened to the most, or records we bought that we liked the most?
First one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, this one would be a big surprise then. Definitely one of the new albums this year that I have been listening to the most. Of course, I come to Gorillaz as a Blur fan originally, but Jamie Hewlett is, of course, the artist. And why am I getting an echo? Am I the one getting an echo?
Yeah.
Not me.
Well, anyway, love Gorillaz, love Damon Albarn's work, and obviously having read Tank Girl way back in the day, his artistry has, sort of influenced my own artistry.
Nice, mate.
So, lovely album. Little bit too heavy on the old rap and hip hop this time around, maybe, but offset by all the lovely Indian influenced music. And I must say, I thought this was very strong, and I think it's the best album for the past 3 albums, probably. Not that there was anything particularly wrong with the previous ones. I thought this was a full-on production, and it sounds like all the juices of everyone is like really pulsating, and you even, and a little bit of a Welsh thing. Even Gruff is on the album.
Oh yeah.
And
Well-
of course,
Well, to be honest, I haven't seen many people show that Gorillaz album. I know you covered it, and you went into explain kind of, you went to India, and that's where you got your influence from, and that kind of stuff. I've streamed it a few times. It sounds good. They've changed so much though, haven't they, since their debut album? It's kind of, you couldn't think they're the same band. It's completely different to what they started with compared to now. And I know a lot of bands do that, but would you put that up top 3 then, Morden, with when it comes to the Gorillaz?
I mean, I as far as listening goes, I think probably number 1. I mean, there's one here that a couple I haven't bothered to show because I have listened to them a lot, but the new McCartney one is relatively fresh, so I didn't bother bringing that over. And also, I might be a little more 2 minds about it than some other fanboys. And then the Morrissey one, obviously, I've also listened to, but I have a hard time with his personage, so I thought I'd leave it. But the thing about this is that both the artist and Damon went to India, both of them, and they had both experiences their fathers passing away, and of course Jamie drew a 20-minute animated film for this, which a lot of people
amazing that.
And it's amazing. It's old school 2D animation.
Yeah.
And he is influenced by the experiences and the travels so it's not just the music, it's the visual aspect. And that if you're aware of it, I think it makes this record that much more poignant and important in this day and age, with conflicts and everyone, and this just dives into the art for the sake of the art, and I love that.
Yeah.
Cool, mate. Cool. To be honest, I haven't really touched the Gorillaz since they debut and first and second album, to be honest.
What? So let me say. So one of my favourite albums of this century is Plastic Beach. I absolutely love that record. But I feel like the Gorillaz are in a little bit of a rut. I know on that album, there's been quite a few people who have passed away that they used. Did they use a bit of Marquis Smith on there, Bobby Womack?
Yep.
And like I say, is Johnny Cash on there as well, or somebody else? I can't remember. But yeah, I feel like they're in a little bit of a rut. I don't really see much point in me sort of adding to my Gorillaz collection. Like I say, Plastic Beach, I absolutely love that record. But I think everything since then has kind of gradually I've lost interest with, really.
Yeah, I love the films of what is his name? Anyway, I watched Darjeeling Limited while listening to this album, and I can only recommend that in case you want to feel a little bit extra about this film.
Have you got any Gorillaz, Steve?
I have the first Gorillaz, but I never really got into them. It just didn't grab me enough. So no.
What
I used to have
Dave?
their CDs. I used to buy their CDs a lot. But
Yeah.
Blood.
What about you, Dave? Have you got anything?
No, I haven't got anything, and I think the reason being is that back in the 90s when they had all that Blur versus Oasis thing, I was all in on Oasis, and I was buying. I mean, it's all CDs back in the day. Be Here Now was the first vinyl album I bought,
right?
And Damon Albarn just put me off because the London media were fawning over him as the one kind of intellectual within that battle of the bands. And they were kissing his arse in the way that they then later on kissed the arse of Jarvis Cocker, who equally I've got disdain for, even though I do like Pope.
Right. This is your bit of your because you're a lot older than me. This is like your Genesis and all that sort of crap you like.
And it started already. Right, let's keep this moving. Okay, David, over to you. What have you picked?
Okay, so I've picked 5 albums that I have played the most this year. They weren't all bought this year, but they were all bought fairly recently. And the first album that is indeed a 2026 album is this one.
Right.
Makeup is a Lie. So Morrissey. I like Morrissey because I think rock and roll was all about giving it to the man. And I love the fact that Morrissey is his own man. He's got strong opinions. He asks very good but inconvenient questions. He's got some questionable values, but none of us are perfect. And I do like the fact that he is a pretentious fart who writes interesting lyrics. What I don't find so interesting is his music, because the music backing of what he does, because I mentioned this when we were out going off on our road trip a couple of weeks ago, is that I find his music, his albums, kind of just like a collection of songs without much of a theme. And this one, musically, the musical palette here is all over the place. But it's undeniable that almost every track's lyrics, even though they're not that sophisticated and they're not that rich in terms of content, they certainly are interesting, makes you think. So I'm not, as I say, I'm not a huge fan of Morrissey, but this album has had quite a few plays this year, not least because I wanted to kind of really test whether I could stomach the guy or the guy's music anymore. So there we are.
I'm going to give my opinion. It doesn't do it for me at all. The Smiths, yes, I've started listening to him. Like Rob told me, I asked him the question while he was in the back seat. I thought, right, I got Walker in the back now. Let's ask him. I said, where do I start? Start with the Smiths. Start with the Smiths and go from there. But I've tried streaming that album so many times, Dave. I don't know what it is. I don't get it. Maybe I'm the wrong era.
Well, I'm not. I think Morrissey has done very, very well to have such a long career and still be interesting to his fans. The fans who are totally committed and the fans on the periphery. I think he is a figure that is very important in music, and I don't think not only for the Smiths, even though I think probably Rob would agree that his solo career is pretty patchy, but he's still trying, and I love that. I love that he's still out there doing it.
You've got a comment here, Dave, so I will pop it up for you. There you go. It's our friend. Surprised you don't have any gorillas, Dave. I expect the hip hop you listen to is a bit more underground.
Who's saying that? Jack.
Jack. Yeah. Your response, David. Can I have a response, please?
I just stream gorillas in my sleep.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to Mr. Walker next. This should be interesting.
I've got Beach Party by James Last here.
Yes.
So I'm not joking either. It's got Cecilia on here and Proud Mary, Blowing in the Wind. So this cost me £1.
Where'd you get that one?
The garden centre.
Weren't you looking for that one in?
Honestly, when we went to
The garden centre.
when we went to that garden centre, you could have got this whole discography, James Last discography for. Well, you could have bought every record for £1, couldn't you? That's like the going rate. But when I listen to, so I'm not joking here, right? So when I listen to James Last, my dad's here with me.
Right.
I lost my dad like 25 years ago, and he loved. I mean, I could like go down the Barry Manilow rabbit hole because he loved Barry Manilow as well, but he loved Glenn Miller. He had random taste, but he loved James Last, and I've just been buying the odd James Last record, and when I play him, I just get a lot of joy. I just love it. So I'm not joking. It's like any James Last records, I'm playing them. I love them. So I'm trying to think. So it's a toss-up between who my favourite German artist is. Is it Can? Is it Kraftwerk, Neu, or James Last? I can't quite work it out.
So you're not going to put Rammstein in that group then?
No, I definitely don't like them because I can't spell it.
It's double M, mate. Just remember double M, right?
Yeah, so I've got some other records here, but I'll just show that first, right? So that let's get serious now.
Okay.
Right,
Well,
so
Just while you're doing that, Rob, I was speaking to MGK Boston today, and he was telling me that in his record room he's got a whole section of his dad's records that he's held on to.
Yeah.
He's got like 50 records or something, and he loves them.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of my dad's records, and I'm like, when I see records that I know my dad had now, I'm buying them, and he just, if I just put one on, it's a weird feeling, and whatever feeling it is, I want it. So
Yeah. It's what brings you joy, and that's it's nostalgia, and it just brings you back to great times. Yeah, no, it's what music's about. It really is.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. So, but I thought I'd show. So this came in the post yesterday. This came out last week. So this is going to stick 2 fingers up at Dave.
Not for the first time
What?
tonight.
Not again.
Yeah. So this is Graham Coxon's new album.
Well,
What's it like? What's it like?
It's absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
So right.
You've only had it a day.
Say again.
You've only had it a day. How do you know?
No, but I've been streaming it. I've been listening to it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Right. So it's called Castle Park. So them pictures on the front. It's got shrink on it. I need to get that off. So he's from Colchester, which is in Essex. So in the UK, you get
Excuse me a second, guys.
You get postcards in the UK, and it's got images here of Castle Park, which is a park that Graham used to go to when he was a teenager. So again, it's all about nostalgia. So those are like images from postcards in Colchester.
Yeah, I did stream it a few weeks ago. It came up on Apple Music as an album you would enjoy, and I did enjoy it. And I totally forgot about it because I listened to so much music.
Yeah.
I know Graham Coxon from the song Freaking Out.
Yeah.
Back in 2004, I want to say, that time.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed him, but I didn't realise he was still making music, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Well, like I say, that was originally recorded in 2011. But it's the first time it's ever been released last week. But it's certainly a really enjoyable, optimistic, fun listen. And I know I'm going to be listening. I've been streaming it in work all week, waiting for it to come, and it came yesterday, so we're delighted. So that's one that Morton could maybe investigate, because as you mentioned, Morton, you're a big fan of Blur anyway.
Cool.
What have you got there, Morton?
Hang on, 2 secs.
All right. You've got got some good ones there. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's the one. That's the one. Freaking Out is on. Yes.
Did you know, Martin, that he was starting to reissue his back catalogue?
Yeah, I think it's what is that web record shop down in Brighton that I've been buying from. Who's been advertising that? But he's made a couple of albums lately with his wife, I believe. Yeah.
Jack is saying, great album, Morton. Love the spinning top.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
I got that one as well, by the way. I forgot that one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that one's called A&E, isn't it?
Yeah, A&E, yeah.
Right, so when he recorded that's when he did the songs for this.
All right.
So it was 2011 when, I think that came out in 2012, but they recorded the music in 2011, and this is from them sessions. Yeah. But yeah, I really, as I mentioned, I really recommend this.
Okay.
I'm keeping busy.
Yeah. He's drew that while Rob was talking. Brilliant. Okay, so I know. Okay, this is Liz. She's probably seen a law. She's using one of my other accounts that I run the record store in Tenby for. She's probably clicked on the wrong one. So we were actually watching Steve in bed this morning. Right, I will go next.
That's a passion killer, isn't it?
You get to a certain age, that's probably the greatest compliment you can get.
Steve, I've never watched you in bed yet, but I'm thinking about it.
You need to try. Yeah, you know what? It just goes down better.
Yeah, I was going to say it goes hand in hand, but we will move on very quickly. Right, okay. My turn. An album I picked up this year, and I've recently got into this band. It's the Stooges.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not what you were expecting. I know it's not what you were expecting. So this is Funhouse. Got this from Rhino, High Fidelity. Cam has got a lot to answer for, the vinyl narrative, because he's cost me a shitload of money this year. But yeah, I am really enjoying it. I'm really getting into it, and yeah, it's brilliant, fantastic. It's not a Sunday morning album with a cup of coffee, but yeah, it's really good. I find my music journey is going in completely different directions constantly. So yeah, bit of the Stooges. Wasn't sure if Steve was going to show it tonight, but here you go. There's a bit of the Stooges, and let's see where this goes, because Steve has cost me a shitload of money when it comes to the Ramones and the rest of it. But yes, love this band, brilliant, and I'm going to continue the journey with them. So there you go. Bit of the Stooges for you.
Part the Stooges, put out basically 3 classic albums, so it won't cost you a lot. They did a few other things, but now if you want to jump into Iggy, well, that's another thing.
Well, I was streaming him actually tonight while I was in the shower, and yeah.
Would you say the record is lush?
Yeah.
I tell you what.
On.
If you want to stream some Iggy, you want to see if you can get to hear him doing Wild America, the long version, where I think he talks about being in the Stooges. It's like a bit of a rap kind of thing. It's really brilliant.
Okay. I'll give that a go. I was never a big Iggy fan, because I'm going to be totally honest. The only song I ever knew was from Trainspotting with him. Like, that's the only one I ever knew. But since watching the vinyl community and, and people saying, oh, this is really good, this is really good, this is really good. I thought, right, let's give it a go. And then I watched the CBGBs with, what's that actor called? British actor, anyway. He was the main actor in it who had the club that everything went wrong, and it's kind of story behind that. And he was brilliant. And I'm a massive Foo Fighters fan, like and the drummer from the Foo Fighters played Iggy in the film, and he looked exactly like Iggy. It was kind of weird because he got the blonde hair, no fat at all on his body, and he was talking about his cock a lot. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So so there we go. Bit of the Stooges. Not what you were expecting me probably to show tonight, because the Stereophonics haven't released any albums this year. But we will move on very quickly. Steve, we will go back over to you. Hang on a minute, 2 secs. Yeah, so it is Liz. It's me. I can't watch lives from my own account as it's been run by a yet 11-year-old. So yes, go on.
Chris, I have to ask: have you bought Dave Grohl's daughter's new album, Violet?
Yes, I got it. Yes.
I have it coming in. It's not here yet, but yeah.
I bought the store exclusive one because I love colored vinyl.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a crossover between Paramore and Sheryl Crow. That's the only way I could describe it, and I think it's brilliant. What are you showing? Hang on. I can't even click on him. Hang on. 2 secs. What are you showing? Oh, there you go. Okay, so you got the new album. Brilliant. What do you think? Good, isn't it? It is good. It's brilliant. I love it. It's fantastic. Love it. Okay.
All right. My
Steve.
next one is from First Boy on the Moon. They put out the third album. Basically, Dave Pedrosa put out the third album. And I think the artwork itself is
Yeah.
stunning. I love
Yeah.
that. It's divine.
Yeah.
And white vinyl. This an 80s feel to it, which she's very good at, but there's a lot of hooks. This thing's just he's piled hooks all over the place in here that just catch you and you want to play it again and again. And I mean, I like all three of his albums. His first album by far my favorite. I adore that album, but I'm really, really liking this. Did a live stream with David Pedrosa on our podcast we do. And, he's been a good friend in the VC with me, but his music speaks to me. And I think that's what we all like. We all like to find albums where whatever's in that album, it means something. David, you were talking about Morrissey. The lyrics, they speak to you. It means something to you. And a lot of his stuff, it does. And this one, he just goes into different things of people and great stories. So yeah, I listened to this thing a ton and absolutely loving it. So
Okay, I'm
gonna
gonna 2 secs. I'm just gonna stop you right there, Steve.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Now I'm aware of that album thanks to you. Okay.
Mhm.
Has he got a Bandcamp? Because I've been searching everywhere for this album.
Yes, First Boy on the Moon. Yeah, you can get it on Bandcamp. You bet.
Okay. And while you're there, because you did mention it, do you want to give the podcast a plug quick?
Yes, two guys talking about records. There we go. It's so catchy. It's just wow. Because it's 1 hour long. Two guys talking about records. This week we talked about Americana music. And we went into that. Next week, we are going to have one of the players from Question Mark and the Mysterians. Should be on. He's writing a new book. He's going to come on. We'll talk about Question Mark and the Mysterians and what went on. Pretty excited about that. The old 96 Tears. So it should be good.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Chris.
I will say that artist you've shown, his covers are amazing.
Yeah.
Especially the first one.
Yeah.
Because I used to be behind you, didn't it? All
Yes.
the time. And I was like, and the Lars, obviously. The Lars. I was thinking, when he moved into the new place, I was like, where's he going to put the Lars? Nobody's watching him.
I know. I really need to get I got to get them up high so the little ones don't grab them. That was my only thing because anything down low, they're going, oh, look at that, and just, oh God, no.
Did you put the expensive stuff at the top? I bet you did, didn't you?
No, it's alphabetical. I could.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool.
I got my last record just like that. It behind me as well. And I had that for months because of Steve. So
Yeah.
I think that record you showed now, Steve. I think Garage Geek would love that one with Divine. I remember watching those old Criterion. Those old. What was the director who always directed Divine? Who was it again?
Oh, John Waters.
Yeah, John Waters films. They are, they're outrageous, and I love them. They are so bizarre.
Yes, very much so.
So, Morden, over to you, mate. What's next?
Right, so we have this one.
Spit it out. Come on. What is it?
This is Tomora. So this is Norwegian artist Aurora and Tom Rowlands from Chemical Brothers.
Okay.
Interesting.
And
you hip dudes. I'm on the wrong live stream here.
Tom he watched Aurora at Glastonbury in 2016 and thought, well, this is a person I need to work with in some way or fashion at some stage. And she did perform vocals on Chemical Brothers' last album, and they've been sending ideas back and forth to each other. And Chemical Brothers have even done DJ sets the last couple of years with elements of this album in it already. and they performed at Coachella and so on this summer, and the performances are on YouTube, and they're just to see the joy that Aurora from working with other people and breaking out of her own mold a little bit, and it's just it's pounding, it's a little bit abrasive, it's I mean, if you like that kind of electronic music, I would definitely check out this record. It's definitely one I've been spinning over and over again. Beautiful vinyl for you to look at.
I thought it was going to be on pink vinyl then.
No, so yeah, no, but I really enjoyed this a lot, and I can't say that much more about it really. Check out Tomorrow on YouTube from the Coachella stuff, and just see how people are enjoying performing and the art and everything, and you'll hopefully get something out of it as well.
Okay.
And I got to show something Norwegian as well, so that's nice.
I'll have to. I'm looking on Amazon. Hang on. Right, while I'm looking on Amazon, Dave, you're up next. What have you got?
Right. Well, on Friday, I took delivery of a record that is truly magnificent, and although Rob won't agree, and I turned
Surprise.
I played it really, really loud, and so loud that I left the room at the end of it, went back in 20 minutes later, and my amplifier was beginning to smoke in the heat. So not this one, but the one in the second system downstairs. But every now and again, I'll get an album where it has to be played loud because you can't listen to it any other way. And this is an album that I've had a version of for a very, very long time. But when the reissue campaign came out, I jumped straight on this. And it's an album that I absolutely adore. And it is the debut from the Manic Street Preachers. You put the first two sides of this on, turned up high, and it blows your bloody socks off. It's fantastic. So you've got Slash and Burn. You've got Motorcycle Emptiness, You Love Us, Love Sweet Exile, Little Baby Nothing, Stay Beautiful. It's absolutely brilliant. One of the best debuts in modern rock and roll music.
Steve,
And we've all got it, haven't we?
Steve, have you viewed of the Manic Street Preachers?
Yes, I have. But and I know their music. I think it's Yusef CD. I've never listened to debut, so I'm very, very interested in that. I'm gonna check that out.
Man, if you like the brazen rock, you're gonna love this one.
My favorite to this day is still Holy Bible though, but that is a good album.
Yeah, love this.
Yeah,
for years, for years I've got and I've still got it. I've got a copy of this one with only one disc in it because I bought it at a record fair thinking it was a fantastic bargain, and it's a 2-disc set, and I've only got the second disc, which is not as good as the first.
That'd be perfect for me if one of the discs were missing.
I don't know how you. Honestly, I thought you'd like this, Rob. Honestly, I really did.
I'm of course only missing.
So you're not a fan of that, Rob?
I like the Manics, but I like the later stuff. The Everything Must Go and that.
That's
whatever
great.
The Tolerate this.
Yeah.
That's my truth. Tell me yours or whatever.
What's this one more like then? Is it harder rock, punk?
Yeah, it's a bit more raw, that, Steve. You'll probably like it, in your
A bit more Guns N' Roses.
They later on they started to introduce keyboards into the sounds. This is much more of a rock and roll album.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a bit more raw.
Because didn't the Manic Street Preachers originally come from a punk scene?
Yeah,
At the beginning.
I bought their debut on 12-inch, Motown Junk it were called. That was superb.
Steve, do you remember that punk episode we did together? I had Ian from Cardiff on, and he was talking about the Manic Street Preachers. and him and his dad went together. And he said his dad said to him originally the Manic Street Preachers were a punk band, and then they transitioned from punk into kind of rock, indie rock.
Which
Yeah, did it change?
kind of
I
everyone.
think you'd like them.
Oh, I would imagine Steve would love them.
Yeah.
Steve, you'd love this album, this first.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would imagine they're right up Steve's alley, that.
Well, I'm pulling it up now to check it all out. So
And what about the music, Steve?
what's that?
What site's he on?
Well, I'm still only missing one of their studio albums on vinyl, as those of you who follow me know, and that is, of course, a journal to plague lovers.
Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
So
Chris gave me some
Yeah.
VCLT a couple of weeks ago, including the latest Manics album, which I'm always open to the Manics. I've got most of their stuff, but I didn't have this one, and they've got that rock sound, but they have this ability to construct a melody that is kind of really punchy but catchy as well. It's really good, but obviously those first couple of albums that they did are much more abrasive and in your face.
But I like the anthemic anthemic part of Manic Street Preachers, which obviously comes from the singer. But you got Nicky Wire, who comes in sort of left field with his with his other input, which can be a little bit krautrock, maybe with some electronic elements sometimes.
It's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and it keeps them. I think it keeps them. Dean is definitely the rocker, but the alt guy is Nicky Wire, and I think that really does keep them on their toes, because you have them a couple of times.
So, Steve, I'll give you a little backstory on this one, right? So you've got kind of what's going on here. So they started off in punk and then went into like indie rock. So they were pretty much the first ones before Britpop happened.
Yeah.
They were kind of there before the Oasis, the Pulps, the Blurs, everything. And they were bloody everywhere. They were massive.
And it's not pop music. Just remember, it's not pop music.
No. When I say I hate the word Britpop, I hate it because it's not pop. But just think it was just before that. Hang on, let me just make you big. There you go. So there was originally 4. There's they're doing a tour to, was it America or somewhere? They were going somewhere, and he left his passport behind, and they found his car on the Severn Bridge crossing Wales to England, and they never found his body. No. So there's a little backstory for you there. Hang on, 2 secs. What we got over there? Right. Okay. If I was going to recommend a Manic Street Preachers album, I'd probably go with this one, The Holy Bible.
No way. No, I disagree.
I wouldn't.
What would you go with, Rob?
Start there. Don't start there.
Where would you go, Rob?
Is it Everything Must Go and then this one?
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
I think I think you start with that one, or you start with a debut.
Martin, what about that one?
Yeah, rub it in. That's the one I'm missing.
Martin, have you got an address now? I'll just send it. You can have it. Send me.
Okay, let's not do it on the live stream.
No, but message me if you've got a safe address that I can send it to. Then we'll sort some out, and I'll just post it. You can have it.
I would love that. That would be the greatest thing to happen so far this year.
I used to have that Holy Bible and that other one, Rob, you just showed on CD. So I have owned them in the past.
Yeah.
I think, Steve, this or the first album, like Dave said.
That's brilliant, that.
So the first album that Dave was talking about, and this one, Everything Must Go, which is when they reassembled after they lost their 4th member. They came back very strong with this wonderful album, but also the one that you guys showed afterward, they're standing on the beach there, or Desert or whatever. I can't remember now. But
Yeah.
these are really anthemic, wonderful albums. But if you want a little bit of abrasive, the world is as bad as it is, then the Holy Bible is a beautifully ugly album, I would say.
Okay.
So Liz is saying they were a cool. I'll translate. Cymru's actually says Wales, not Britpop.
Yeah, cool Cymru.
Oh,
Welsh
yeah.
Tiger.
Britpop.
Yeah, I've completely lost who the hell is next now because who went
Me.
last?
Me.
David.
I went last.
Okay,
It's Rob.
so Rob,
Me.
have you got any Manics to show us, Rob?
I've just shown two. Yeah.
Come on, then let's go back to Manchester. Where you go?
No, we're going to Liverpool now.
Okay.
Does the best music come out of Liverpool or Manchester?
I'd say Wales, but you can crack on. Go on.
Yeah. I'm serious, but yeah, everyone sort of throws the Manchester brush at me. Don't they?
Where are the charlatans from? Oh,
No,
wow.
Okay, you've won.
So this is the 13th record by the Coral.
Mm-hmm.
This came out about 6 weeks ago, didn't it? You know what the best thing about this record is? The opening track is called Let the Music Play. Look,
Okay, he had to get it, didn't he?
yeah. How good's that?
Inspired.
So the Coral, they went into the studio to record this, and they just sort of 2 weeks in the studio. They wanted to do an album like no other album they've done. So it's kind of influenced by Ethiopian jazz, rock steady, bit of a reggae vibe. It's got a bit of a northern soul feel to a couple of tracks as well. It's not what you'd expect from the Coral. And when it came out and I heard what it was like, I kind of avoided it. But then there's been a few people. So there's a very, very small channel that not many people are subscribed to. It's called Gav Axman
Axman Spins.
Yeah, he showed this record. So I doubt that you've subscribed to him. So he shows.
It's not very good either.
Like,
This is Gavin's doing this, by the way. That's why I bought it on vinyl, because I usually only buy the Coral on CD.
Yeah, he does videos about books and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
he
I like the closing track. It's called "Crossing the Sand." But this is like I say, I think for me the Coral are one of the most consistent bands of this century. I think the first album may have come out this century.
Was this the 13th?
Yes, the 13th. I did wonder, is this a band that you're aware of, Steve, or the kind of?
I am. I used to have some CDs from the
Yeah.
Coral.
Right.
Yep.
I've seen the Coral live. They were supporting Oasis back in 2002 with the Foo
Yeah.
Fighters, and to me, they were absolutely phenomenal. They were actually better than Oasis. I loved them.
Look at that one,
Yes,
Rob.
and I know you're going to show.
That's the
That's
best.
that's the one I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sold a copy to Gav.
Yeah,
for
he
a
did.
price
Yeah.
that is a fraction of what it's worth, apparently.
Yeah, so there are 6 pieces at the moment. There's been a couple of lineup changes, but basically it is more or less the same sort of members, give or take a couple. But I do think they're a special group. I think they go under the radar. I've shown them a couple of times on my channel, and I've had a few people in America who haven't really heard them before. And now, well, that's the ex-singer, isn't it?
That's the
Now-
guy who left in 2008, Bill Ryder Jones.
Yeah, that's a good record, isn't it?
Beautiful.
And people who kind of discover them kind of think, God, where have these been? Because there's not a lot to dislike about the Coral. They're quite immediate, but not immediate so you get fed up with them. I think
Yeah.
they're a really good
Yeah.
group. So, and this is a really nice pickup this year. So I recommend this as well.
They've
Rob,
been
how
called
big
Psychfolk.
How would you say how big they are as a band? Because they've been around for a long while
Yeah.
now, and I agree with everything that you've said. But I don't know whether they've kind of broken through to be like a big indie type band, or whether they're
No.
just plodding on.
No, they've never kind of broke through. They had a couple of pretty big hit singles, didn't they? But for whatever reason, maybe their albums were maybe a little bit less than very good. They haven't done like an outstanding album at the right time to sort of catapult them a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think you'll find on nearly all their albums, like any album, there'll be like 2 or 3 kind of maybe filler tracks, but there's always enough on the album to sort of make it a good purchase. So, yeah, I recommend the Coral. If I ever see any of the records for
Yeah.
a decent price, I'll pick them up.
Jack is saying Coral Island is brilliant. I love Bill Ryder Jones stuff too.
Yeah,
I think
I think
Jack
had that
was.
his album of the year the other year.
I think Jack was the one that made me aware of the Bill Ryder Jones album.
Yeah, I've got that, but I've got it on CD. I've not got the record. It took me a while to get into that one, Morton, but after quite a few listens, it's kind of sinking in. It's a little bit different to the Coral, isn't it?
I got it around the same time that I got the former Suede guitarist. Was it Butler?
Yeah, Bernard Butler.
Bernard
yeah.
Butler, yeah.
Yeah, his latest album, I just couldn't stand. So it was very easy to listen to the Bill Ryder
Yeah.
Jones album because he went some sort of, he just went old man Sam all of a sudden, and all the energy of his previous stuff was just gone, and he sounded like an old geezer basically. And then I listened to the Ryder Jones one afterwards, and it was just so great.
So
You'll be old one day.
Yeah.
So, do you remember I said at the beginning, Steve, this is going to cost me a lot of money? I think this is reversed on you tonight, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, there's some here already. Yeah.
Okay, so good choice, Rob. Can't really beat that one. I'll give it a crack, though. I'm going to pull the curtain back slightly here. So, after we went to the record fair a couple of weeks ago, when Rob and Gav left, I went to David's record room.
You were
That's
going
why-
to say you went upstairs with David then, weren't you?
Yeah, in fact, he did.
I know.
Yeah,
Hey,
there's,
I've been upstairs with David as well.
there's a video coming soon. But one of the first things he said to me was, "What album or what do you want to put on?" And the first thing that came to mind that I picked up this year, and I've been waiting ages to pick it up because the price has been so expensive, was Bruce Springsteen. It was Nebraska. This is the box set. This is going up and down in price like you won't believe, but it's still my favorite Bruce Springsteen album of all time. I've picked up quite a few Bruce Springsteen albums, haven't I, David?
You have.
Recently. And
Almost all of them
but,
by now.
but this is my favorite, without a doubt. Absolutely fantastic, Nebraska. But the favorite one in the box set is the electronic Nebraska for me. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it to death. And you can put this on any time of the day. What I love about this, you've got the actual booklet that's built inside to this. So it gives you a little history of the album itself. But I just love it. It's brilliant. And as a kid, going back in time now, Atlantic City was one of my favorite songs. And funny enough, I've come to Nebraska, and obviously Atlantic City is on there. I'm on a massive kick with Bruce, like you know.
Yeah.
I apologize profusely for showing it so much on my channel, but what am I to do at this point? I just-
Stereophonics.
Well, I was born and raised in Nebraska, so that album is just special because it's called Nebraska.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
and I tell you what, I bought it off David, in fact. The live album from, no, I didn't. Did I? No, is it the record fair? The Broadway one?
You bought that at the record fair.
That's it, because you came up to me and went, "You need to get this. Do not hesitate on this one." And it's absolutely phenomenal because there's 2 parts. There's 2 songs on each side of the disc. but he's talking about, he's giving you a life story of how he made the song and that kind of thing. And he's talking with the crowd and then actually playing the song. It's you were right, Dave. Fucking epic.
Which one did I buy you? I can't remember which one it was. Was it a bootleg or?
It was.
Yeah,
it
yes.
was. I think it was like live in Italy. I think
Yes.
Was it? Right.
on the
I tell
Human
you
Touch
what.
Lucky Town tour.
I tell you what, Rob.
1992.
It's brilliant.
Right. I'll take your word for it because I ain't ever listening to it.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but yeah. Also, the Foo Fighters then one that Dave told me to pick up because I'm a Foo Fighters fan. Because I was a bit, here we go, it's an FM recording.
Yeah. Is it good?
Sounds like the Foo Fighters live. It's brilliant.
Is it good?
It's
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah, it's really good.
What period is it? Is it early stuff or?
It's you're looking about up until 2012 time, I want to say.
Right.
So it's my life and all it's all the hits you could think of.
Yeah. I like that album by them where did they go interviewing people and take a little bit of what they said in the interview and then made it into a song and got like a city on the cover. Like, do you know what album is that?
I've got.
20,
Yeah, it's
2008 or something like that.
I'm going to dig it out.
I like that record. I like that.
I tell you which one I think you'd like, Rob, is the single called Walk.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic hit.
Yeah,
really,
I've
really
got
good.
a lot of CDs in the early days when they started. I didn't mind the Foo Fighters, but I've kind of lost a bit of interest, like you do. But I didn't
Sonic
mind
Highways.
Hang on, two secs. Hang on. There you go.
Oh, yeah,
Sonic Highways.
Yeah, it's good that. I like that. When was that released, Dave?
2014, Rob.
When was the last time you played that?
I said 2014.
I
Okay.
haven't played
Yeah.
that for at least 2 years.
Oh, yeah, that's one that I might have off you that.
Is that the one where they traveled around recording one song in each city, or was that the?
Yeah, that's
No, I
right.
think
That's it, I think.
Is that what that is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Dave,
Okay.
Or was
Dave,
it
I'll swap
Concrete
you
and
that
Gold?
for a James Last if you want.
Okay. Let's keep this moving because we've literally only shown 2 records in the last hour and a half. So
Yeah, but it's
over to you, Steve.
It's
All
more
right.
fun when you don't show music.
I'm going to show an older. I've showed 2 albums this year, so I'm going to show an old one now. So this one came out 2024. Still Corners is the name of the group. Dream Pop. And this album is Dream Talk. So it's Dream Pop and Dream Talk. And Still Corners, it's a duo. It's like Mazzy Star and Beach House getting together and maybe having a love child. The guitars are like Chris Isaac, has that very tremolo type guitar. And the hooks on this thing, this is the album where at 3 a.m. it's playing in my brain and I can't stop it. And it just keeps going.
Give me the band name again. Band name again, Steve.
Still Corners. Still Corners. And it is gorgeous. Now, they've had, I think, 5 albums. I bought one of their other albums from 2018 that I really, really like. But you can pull up videos of them on YouTube. I think I was last week. I showed this on my channel and I put on a couple videos.
Yeah.
I just truly love this. I mean, there's a
Put
lot of
them in
great.
my wish list, Steve.
What's that?
I put it in my wish list when you showed it last week because I checked them out and they sound absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, they do, don't they? So it's beautiful music.
It
I
really
actually
is.
2 people. I'd like to see this came out 2024. I wouldn't be surprised if they put out an album this year because every 2 years, right? Every 2 years. I'd like to see them in concert. I think that'd be good. It'd be nice if it'd be under $200. That would be nice too, but who knows?
Yeah.
So Still Corners, Dream Talk. Love it.
I think like Morton said, I think you showed that about 2 weeks ago on the Sunday show, and you showed so many albums that I kind of lose track what's kind of going on. But
Just 5.
yeah, I know, mate. Yes, I know, I'm aware.
It takes me a half hour to do 5 albums, but what the hell?
I just, do you know what the bit I enjoy the most, Steve, is where you play it on the record player. That's my favorite bit. I'm like, oh, I don't need to stream this now because he's going to play it.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
that's why I do it. Yes.
So your favourite part of Steve's channel is when he's not on it.
That's
Shut
right. I thought about
Did-
that.
Did I mention I watch him in bed?
Yeah, exactly. Is that
There
a
you go.
compliment,
Right.
Steve? No.
We are moving on really quickly here. Morton.
Right. This was an album I hadn't listened to properly in years. So I bought a brand new copy because when I was in Denmark last year, I bought a cheap turntable so I could listen to some of the vinyl I had down there. And I couldn't play this record, my old record from 1983, because it was so damaged. So I bought a new one, and I've been listening to this a lot.
Ah.
So this is Rolling Stones on the cover.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first proper recording or writing, rather, that they do in the 1980s. Because Tattoo You, of course, is a leftover album. And it was marred by conflict because Keith Richards, of course, had stopped doing Smack and decided that he should probably start paying attention to what was going on in the band, and Mick Jagger was not having it. And Mick Jagger had been listening to new wave and world music, so you can imagine those writing sessions. So it is a compromise of sorts between two camps that couldn't really work that well together. But I think it worked better than Undirty Work because it doesn't sound lazy. So I often say that I think that this is the Rolling Stones In Excess album. And in a way, you can sense that there's something wrong with this. But there's a song called Pretty Beat Up. Because the writer on that is Ronnie Wood. And he usually doesn't get to write songs on a Rolling Stones album. So they didn't want the song on the album, but they did want the writing on it. So it says Jagger Richards Wood. But I think this is a very exciting album. It's a very macabre album. Mick Jagger writes about murder and killing, and the videos for this, which takes place in some kind of Central American country with drug lords and all kinds of stuff. It's a really, really odd mood, but I actually love it. And I think this is the last time that the Rolling Stones were truly adventurous in a way.
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of people didn't like it. It was the first album in over a decade that didn't make it to #1 in the US. And neither did it go to the #1 in the UK. But it still managed to sell platinum and gold here and there. So I was so happy how much I enjoyed getting this, because I went to a record store outside of Oslo, and this wasn't planned, and I've been playing it a lot. So yeah, loved really playing that one this year.
Very good. Very good. Is it me? Right. I've been listening to a lot of soundtracks this year. I just think that the contemporary soundtracks where you get that mixture of orchestral instruments with electronica makes for some really interesting sounds. And I've had this album for a little while. I've been listening to it absolutely loads, and it's by Cliff Martinez, and it's the soundtrack to Solaris. I've been listening to so much this year, but I've never been reading. Cliff Martinez, apparently, I didn't really know this, but he was a drummer in the Red Hot Chili Peppers years and years ago, and also in Captain Beefheart's band. which
Wow.
was really amazing to me. This is kind of very, very atmospheric, and I don't even know what instruments are playing on here. It's kind of electronic, and it's got like this pulse that seems to go. It just goes through the whole album. It's just an absolute beautiful listening experience. But I've never been completely satisfied because this copy has got a little bit of surface noise that's bedded into the new pressing. So yesterday I bought a new copy, and have a look at this. This is a reissue, and it's on. I don't know what they call this vinyl, but it's spectacular. Look at this.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
wow.
wow.
Look at that.
Excellent.
Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? But it's you know, if you've got the patience to sit there and listen to kind of Tangerine Dream style kind of soundtrack stuff, but more modern in its feel and less predictable in the way it kind of pulses, this is just an amazing soundtrack. So I'm really chuffed to get that again. And the vinyl was a complete surprise. So really
Are you
chuffed with
purging? Are you purging your other one now?
that. That's a very, very good question. Probably will, but I've got a couple of thousand more records to go before it.
Okay.
Cool. Right.
So that's my choice there.
Rob.
Dave, what your T-shirt? What is it? Is it Slazenger or Pringle? What is it?
It's a cheap brand. I don't even know what brand it is. I don't give a shit.
Oh. Yeah, you do give a shit, right?
I do not. I do not give a shit.
You were wearing a Slazenger T-shirt the other day.
Oh yeah, that's a golf top. That's a golf.
Yeah, he
That's
had
a
it
golf
free with
polo shirt.
it came in a pack with deodorant
Honestly,
and talcum powder.
David,
do you know what? Let me just say, because I can't get, because wearing the sling, I've not been able to get clothes on and off very easily. I've been wearing that for a week before I saw you.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Dave's a fashion icon of the VC.
So, Steve, in the UK back in the day, if you bought like a Slazenger kind of shower gel, you get talcum powder in it and a free T-shirt. Rob, do you remember this?
Yeah, Dave's got them all, hasn't
Yeah, he's got a collection there.
he? Dave,
T-shirt.
Dave, have you got soap on a rope?
No, not anymore, Rob. That's right. Back in the day, mate. Back in the day.
Right, go on, Rob.
Right, so I'm going to
I
show
used to have Brute as well, and I used to splash it all over.
Brute, yeah.
Brute. Oh, my goodness. Remember that ad vid on the horse?
Yeah. Right, so this record came out, I think it was like October, November last year. So it's this one by a band called The Dream Inspires, and it's called Normal Town.
Great picture.
So they're a 5-piece. It's reflective, dreamy, melodic. The singer's voice certainly could pass for sort of a little bit of a Tom Petty feel to it as well. So there's 12 tracks on here. So they're from Oxford, and that's sort of a nickname for what they call The Dream Inspires, is kind of Oxford. And it's called Normal Town. So it's literally, I think where they come from is, I think there was some kind of poll done by the government, and the area is the most normal in the UK, whatever that means. So like the opening track's called Normal Town, and then the second track's Normalization, and then there's a track called Cooling Towers. So when we were coming back from Lincoln, we went past about 8 cooling towers. So
Yeah, Nottingham.
Forget about the Eiffel Tower. Cooling towers are where it's at, right? And I absolutely love cooling towers. So there's a track called Cooling Towers on here. And there was a tragedy when they was knocking or blowing up the cooling towers. There was 4 guys who were killed when they were demolishing it. So there's a song about that as well. And then the next track is like 21st Century Light Industry, which is all about the changes in the area, sort of from, I'm not going to say heavy industry because it's Oxford, but sort of, you know, these sort of industrial areas where you've got
Business part.
yeah, exactly that kind of thing. And the whole album sort of follows that kind of theme. So, and this is an album that I discovered my local record shop, Wax and Beans. I frequently go on there sort of online, and I just had a look to see what had come out. And the album cover sort of got my interest. I really love that cover. So I gave it a listen, and when I first listened to it, honestly, I was pretty bored of it. It just went straight over me. But like so much music, when I was working, I just had it on in the background. And after about 5 or 6 listens, I ended up ordering it, and I really like it now. So, but last year I didn't do like my top 10 albums of the year or anything like that. I should have done that really, because this would have been way up there. I know that what's he called? You know, Andy, who shows a lot of new.
Yeah.
You know Andy, don't you? Andy, don't you? In Basingstoke, Steve. Yeah. He shows about 10 new albums every week, doesn't he? He picked up this record and really enjoyed it as well from watching me show it. So again, I'd recommend someone, you know, to give it a listen. Like I say, it's not immediate; it kind of creeps up on you, but the subject matter kind of drew me in a little bit. And like I say, I really like this record. So
cool selection, mate. Well done. I'll have to check that out, Rob.
Yeah, like I say, there are people in the VC who have contacted me and said they've bought that record and enjoy it. So that's always nice, isn't it, when people kind of, you know, that's one of the reasons to do it, isn't it? You know, and if 2 or 3 people give something you show a listen and they end up buying it, then that's kind of where it's at, really, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay. My turn next. How about some Velvet Underground and Loaded?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you're just hitting my sweet spots today, there, Chris.
I've got something to say about Velvet Underground, but I'll leave it for a minute.
Yeah, there's no banana on this one.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of crap, that one.
This is fantastic album. I love this album, Loaded. It's brilliant from start to finish. It's brilliant. Came on black vinyl. This was another Rhino release that I picked up. Thank you, Cam. Me and Cam have actually come to a deal now where if he's going to order stuff, he'll say to me, I'm going to order it. Do you want me to have it shipped to mine? And then you just pay me what the album's going to cost you. But yeah, Velvet Underground. Got into them recently this year. And I absolutely love them. So there you go. Velvet Underground.
My favorite band. I just picked up this book on the Velvet Underground. It's almost 800 pages.
Wow. I've
been trying to find a good book on the Velvet. I thought, well, I guess that should have everything you ever wanted to know once more. So I don't know.
Hey, Steve, I'd absolutely love a copy of that book. Then there's a door here I need to keep open.
Yes, that's right.
I thought you were going to say there's a mouth you need to stuff to keep it quiet.
Honestly,
There it is. Go on, Dave. Tell him.
Honestly, I made a video it must have been about 3 years ago, and it was the worst albums in my collection. And I can't remember, but I think the Velvet Underground record, you know, with the banana on the cover, I think I had that as the worst record in my collection.
Oh my God, I got a nice original of that. Love that one.
Was that before you had your ears fixed, Rob? The hospital.
But I think that's the.
I've just muted him at this point. Go on, Rob.
No, honestly, I've got 20 copies. I've got 20 copies of Zenyatta Mondata. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, good God. Well, I like them, so whatever.
Yeah,
I like it.
You know what? I'm going to tell you now. you're going to be purging that soon.
Why?
Well,
Yeah, it's gonna be going with the Lemonheads, that one.
Right. I will agree on the Lemonhead side there. That was a bad purchase on my side.
thought
I did.
Didn't I say I was going to buy the Lemonheads one off you?
Yes, you did. The entire collection that I've got for the albums. I just I made the mistake where I knew Outdoor Type and I thought, oh, I love the Lemonheads. And then I kind of went to a record shop, 2 record shops, and bought 4 of their albums. And I was like, and I got back home and I started playing them and I was like, what the f have you done?
The funny thing with Velvet Underground is though, nearly all the musicians and bands that I love, they say that the Velvet Underground are like they've inspired them and they're their favorite, most influential band. But they just never done it for me. That's all. I think I'm the only person in the vinyl community who doesn't like them.
I tell you what started for me was every time I used to go to record fairs, and we saw this in Bristol as well, Dave, that like you saw the banana thing, and I was like, why are they charging 1,200 quid for this pressing? Why have I never heard of? If he's gonna pull it, I'm gonna fucking pull him off this live stream now.
But because you know why? Because it's the hip, but it's not so much to do with the music, but with the fact that it's Lou Reed, John Cale, and Andy Warhol. It's got a hip vibe to it, so that's why it keeps appearing in the top album lists. Musically, it's great at what it is, but it never sold a bean when it was first released.
No, none of the albums ever did.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Yes. Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Steve, bring us back to normality, mate, please, for the love of God.
Well, we're back to new music from this year, and it's the Mariachi El Bronx, because no one in the VC talks about mariachi music. I don't understand it. It's just not being there. El Bronx is actually the name of the punk band from this group, but they're Latino, so they decided to make some mariachi music. And I'm blown away by this album. It is incredibly good mariachi. Now, if you don't like mariachi, then you're probably not going to like it. But it's so updated. The vinyl is just top-notch looking. They have violin, accordion. It's just fantastic. I am a fan of mariachi, so that does help. It's kind of a North American, from Mexico. I don't know how big mariachi's made it in the UK yet. Probably not. No. But this did come with a free air freshener called Barrio Sweat, which would be neighborhood sweat. So I don't know what that would smell like. I haven't opened it. But I'm sure it's just gorgeous. So, but no, exciting music. This is dance. I mean, you just want to get up and party and dance. And Mariachi El Bronx. And that's, I think all their albums, they just never called Mariachi El Bronx. I think they've had 3 mariachi albums. Love it.
Rob, if you got that, they'd be dancing in the streets of Oldham, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would, yeah.
My God, yes.
I don't know that one, Steve. It's passed me by, that.
Yeah.
So, Richard from Richard's Vinyl Tap House. Wow, what a panel. Hi, all. Hi, Rich.
Come on, Richard, where you been? We're nearly finished.
He's been washing his hair, I think.
Steve, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why haven't you done T-shirts or merchandise for your channel yet? Because the early morning Sunday show would go down really well, I think.
I used to have some.
Okay.
I sold them out. But it has the cat. I need to get something new because the cat's been dead for 3 years. So
every time me and Liz watch you on a Sunday morning, she goes, "Oh, the cat." Every freaking time. I'm like, you say that every week.
Yeah. No, I guess it's 2 years. I'm sorry. He's been dead for 2 years. Yes. So
Yeah.
that's right.
So it did, what happened to the cat? He just didn't come back, did it? You
He
moved.
didn't come
and-
back. The cat didn't handle the move well. Wasn't digging it, and it was sick. It wasn't doing that well. We were giving a lot of medication. It just left one day, and I don't know. Coyote got it. Got adopted. Don't know. Never found any bones in my yard, but there are coyotes running around here, so yeah, it's like yum yum. No idea. Just
Come on,
He's-
Rob.
he's-
It's your turn to show Curtis. Come on.
Yeah, I'll go and see if I can find him.
Okay. In the meantime, we will go to Morton. Wake up, mate. What have we got? Hang on.
His microphone switched off.
Hang on.
There
Try
we
it
go.
now. You working?
I'm allowed to talk again.
I don't know what happened. I didn't touch it.
All right. Right. Waiting for Rob to come back. I don't know.
Here we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
look at him. I love that. Good.
very nice.
Oh,
Yeah, a bit sleepy. He's a lot happier now. The sort of heat waves gone. He's
Yeah, I bet.
he's
We all are.
a bit sleepy, doesn't he? There.
He does.
it's beautiful.
Why the hell did you wake me up?
Yeah. What the hell's going on?
So, Steve, just to give you kind of what's going on there, in Tembe, it was 30.5 degrees the other day in June in Wales, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard you. I mean, all of Europe is just boiling.
Yeah, the humidity that's doing it, Steve.
But there's
We
no
had,
there's no air. There's no
Right.
air.
We had 30 here in Oslo today.
I sent a message to
I think
David.
it's
It's like, oh,
82, Steve.
What's that?
We had 30 degrees here in Oslo today. I think that's 82.
I am not positive, but that's still warm for Oslo.
Yeah, it's 90.
Yeah.
That 30.
Yeah. Nice thing here is there's no humidity, so it can be 100. There's no humidity, but if
Oh.
you get out in that sun, you're up so high, it feels like it's burning your skin off.
Yeah.
but
I've never been as sunburnt as I got in when I was in Denver. That was
Yeah.
a bad one.
It's intense. Yeah.
Yeah.
the thing is, in Britain, there's no like the boys will tell you, there's no air. Like
Yeah.
there's no wind. There's nothing. It's just 35 degrees.
Including
Yeah,
air
this time
conditioning.
there's no way.
But air conditioning, we only have it for a month, mate. There's no
Yeah.
point. We've
Yeah.
got fans.
So I reckon this is my last one. So I wasn't sure if I should go with. It's a difficult one because I know I've been listening to Alice in Chains a lot because our Tripod finally got reissued, and the final Megadeth album I've been listening to a lot. But I've probably been listening to this a lot more, and this is Sixth Essential by Robin.
Oh, Robin.
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
talking about that, Morton.
Something for the dads, eh, lads? Remember when we had variety shows and stuff in the UK in the old days?
What was that song called? You Can't Handle This?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, she's this is her first album in 8 years. Previous album came out in 2018, I reckon. She's traveled a bit back to what she did back in 2013. She's worked with the producer she worked with back then, and this is a grown woman being very assertive, very sexy, playful, and hitting all the right marks, in my opinion. I think this is probably the best alt pop album, at least made in this part of the world this year, and I'm just surprised it hasn't been sort of that I haven't seen more of it in the well, maybe not the vinyl community, but I don't really have, you guys, you go on your road trips and you meet up and all that. And I don't know any other Norwegian vinyl community people.
No.
I
No.
met I met one in Denmark and a couple of Swedes, but
Yeah.
when I've been there, and I have been recognized as well, guys, at some record fairs here in Norway. But
Yeah.
none of these are people that I've seen make videos.
Yeah, it's a shame that, isn't it?
So I feel a bit like I'm on a deserted island sometimes
Yeah.
in the BC up here because. I want to join in with you guys with all the activities you guys do, and of course I do by watching your videos. But I can't really join you because I'm all the way up here on this rock.
Well,
But,
you could save your money for Den Bosch next spring.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. If I can get my back to stop hurting every time I'm doing anything, I'll hopefully go and travel a bit more. Last year I was feeling better than I had in a long time, and I went to Stockholm, and I met a couple of the guys from the vinyl community over there and Vinyl Stockholm, and some really great record store guys. And Stockholm, is wonderful, and I can say positive things about Sweden now because, of course, my DNA test revealed that I'm actually more Swedish than Norwegian. Oh, I think as a Welshman, I think you would probably do a DNA test and show that you're sort of a mixture of Englishman and Norman. Then I think you would probably also be a little bit shocked by that, Chris.
Yes, probably. I'm going to Den Bosch next year with the lads. So that'll be quite nice for me not to drive and have air conditioning in the vehicle. Wouldn't it, David?
Well,
I've
it depends on
actually
whether I have another accident or not.
Yeah.
I was
All
at
right,
the beer
I'll
in
drive your car.
Uh-huh.
And you, Steve, of course, I almost went to Denver for a beer festival. GAB, Great American Beer Fest in Denver.
Yeah.
That's the holy grail of all the craft beer people on the planet.
Really? Huh. Well, I better get there then.
You better, yeah.
Yeah.
Get some Great Divide beer in you and drink a couple of jetties. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Alex,
we got an
you
extra room. You're good to go.
So I don't know if this is happening live now. Canada playing in the World Cup at the moment. Okay. Sorry, Steve. You're talking to football fans, yeah? Or as people call it in America, that S word that we don't like using.
Canada have scored.
Soccer.
It's not because it's football and we use our foot.
Yeah, it's injury time and it's 1-0 for Canada.
Okay, so let's have a look. Richard saying I've been to Great American Beer Festival several times. Now I can imagine that being as your channel's called the Tap House. So yeah, going back to Robin. She was massive in the early 2000s in the UK. Like, she was everywhere. But, like, I don't know. I don't know what happened there because she was kind of everywhere and then she wasn't. So, I don't know what the backstory is there more.
No, she did that huge project around 2013. That was massive, where she basically recorded nearly 3 albums and released them over a year. Although the third one was more like an EP, but and then she lived a bit of a normal life there for a while. Had a kid and all that, and came back in 2018 with a much more mellow album that we might not have. But I think that was a bit on purpose. So. Rob, I'm over here. Sorry.
I'm just looking at Canada celebrating.
Right, okay, let's keep it rocking and rolling. David, over to you, mate.
Right. I didn't know this artist until somebody in the VC recommended that I should be listening to him. And I then subsequently bought several albums, and I've been playing this one a lot.
That
this
sounds
year.
familiar.
And I saw him live 3 weeks ago, I think it was, in Birmingham. And
Who
it's
is
this
it? Rick
guy,
Ashley.
Rick Astley.
Jason Isbell.
Sorry.
And
Terrible.
Pretty good.
the guy he's kind of like alternative country, considered to be like a slightly more countrified Bruce Springsteen. And I think that's because of the subject matter of his lyrics. His lyrics are really poetic. He writes about real stuff like terrible cancer experiences and treatment, relationship breakdowns and stuff. He writes so well. His musical palette is a little bit pedestrian and it's not as varied as Bruce Springsteen's, but he's a great artist. And this I saw him with a band. This is just him basically with a guitar for most of it, and but he's really good. I really enjoyed it. I can understand why
I've
he's big. I
seen
think
him
he used to be in
several
the
times.
drive-by truckers or something.
I've seen him several times, David. I mean, he puts on a great show. Americana music. He really. We were talking about him today on our podcast. In fact, he was one of our people for Americana. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't Brian show him recently or something? I can't remember.
No. I would say, Chris, with your enjoyment of Springsteen, I think
Stay
Jason
away.
Bell you might put him on your wants list.
No,
a year or two down the
avoid.
line.
Avoid.
Avoid.
You know when you went seeing him, Dave? Dave, how many people were there when you went seeing him?
That's a very good question, Rob. Because he was at the Symphony Hall, which holds close to 3,000 people, and it was a quarter full.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. What was his surname?
Isbell, Isbell.
That's interesting, isn't it? Because he's not. I know that. I think if I wasn't aware of people in the vinyl community, I'm pretty sure he would not be on my radar whatsoever.
No.
In the U.S., he's very big. He's with the drive-by truckers, and then went that. And so he's very popular.
Yeah, I did give him a listen, but he's not my kind of thing. But when you said he was playing a 3,000, I wasn't expecting you to say. So there was only like about 800 people there then.
Yeah, it was. That's right. It was, but it didn't surprise me because he played in Wolverhampton the year before, I think, or the year before that, and packed out. But I think his manager and promoter got a little bit too excited, a bit too carried away.
Possibly, yeah.
But he's a great musician, and I'll say one final thing is that he does repay repeated listening. It's not immediate. You listen to it and you think, well, what's the point? But actually, the more you stick with him, the more you get out of it.
Yeah, maybe if I listen to him long, but it's like anything else, isn't it? You can get all these recommendations, but you can't listen to everything, can you?
Yeah. Yep.
I just had a text message off Daryl, the Northern Vinyl guy, which everybody should subscribe to because he's got an amazing channel. Canada are through. So, right, okay, we will go on to the next one. We are literally running out of time here. Rob, over to you, mate.
Is this the last one, Chris?
We'll do a quick round, the next one, whatever you got left, right?
Okay.
Right, so So a few people showed this record and they weren't really getting excited about it. So this came out last year.
Yes.
Richard Ashcroft record. So Loving You, it's called. So as soon as I started listening to this, it's just got a swagger and a coolness. And I just love Richard Ashcroft, me. He can do no wrong for me. So like the Jason Isbell, maybe, this is my kind of solo singer, probably a little bit different to sort of Jason Isbell. A few people were like showing this record and they weren't really, praising it that much. It was kind of, Richard Ashcroft's got a record. It was they had to buy it, but they weren't really that complimentary about it. But like the opening track, Lover, there's sort of a sample of Joan Armatrading, Love and Affection. There's one track on here where he attempts to do a bit of sort of a dance track, which doesn't really work. But even when Richard Ashcroft is just singing like Richard Ashcroft does in a very cool, casual way, I absolutely love him. So his album, Check the Meaning, is my favourite album of this century. And I picked it up on record, I think it was last year, and when I got the CD in 2002. But I am a big fan of Richard Ashcroft, even more than I am the Verve.
Yes.
So, but a lot of people don't seem to talk about him that much. But I know that he went down pretty well when he was supporting Oasis. But yeah, I really do like this record. So yeah, Richard Ashcroft.
I think that's pretty standard, Rob. Is that if you're a big fan of a singer's original band, that's kind of your baseline, and you're always comparing the new stuff to the old stuff. Well, someone like Ashcroft now, you've got to listen to it on its own terms, really.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of Paul Weller. So Paul Weller should have just stopped making music about 2010 maybe, because over the last 16 years I just don't think he's doing that much that I'm interested in. But that's been my thought. I've always thought musicians, when they get to a certain age, they should just stop. It's like VC channels. When they get to 70, they should just stop. That's it. They've got nothing more to say, and let some of these young kids like that growing channel, Gavax Man Spins, give him a chance.
He's done a full circle. He's done a 360 now. Going, never subscribe to him.
Rob,
he needs to finish. Blah blah blah.
Rob?
You should do what Steve has got on front of his T-shirt. Just buy more records.
Rob, what do you think? I don't think there's any comparison, but what do you think about Richard's solo career compared to this bloke?
Ian Brown.
Ian Brown.
Yeah.
I think Ian Brown's a bit hit and miss his solo career. I think he's.
I've enjoyed a lot of his solo stuff.
You've avoided it.
No, I have all of it, just like I got all of Richard's solo stuff. But I was just thinking that they have kind of had a bit of a parallel sort of a post big band kind of career. So I just thought if you had any thoughts about that.
I think it's just great that these guys are still making music. You know, we shouldn't judge them too harshly, and certainly not judge them against their early stuff.
Because we don't judge anybody in the vinyl community, do we?
I prefer Richard Ashcroft's solo stuff to the Verve. So,
I love that album, by the way, Rob.
This is the only time I will ever agree with Rob. I do prefer Richard Ashcroft on his own compared to the Verve.
What do you mean Chris? The only time? Because your problem is you're not listening to me. You're listening to people like Cam. I don't know what you're listening to him for. You need to listen to me.
Can I just show you guys the record I got yesterday and that I already listened to 5 times? And
no, because it's not your turn.
I know, but I just want to show this.
It's not your turn. It's not your turn. Stop pushing.
It's not your turn. Put it away.
Put it away, Martin.
Right, go on.
What? Get out of here.
All the way from Glasgow.
Right, okay.
I was talking to Paul Weller last week, you know, Rob, and he said, you should give up making videos.
Yeah.
He's seen enough.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you, there's a lot of people agree with him.
Right, okay. Let's go to Canada. A new band I discovered this year. Joe from...
No.
What?
Not Canada.
What's wrong with Canada? It's a British colony, mate. So a band called, and I think, David, you will actually enjoy this band. It's called the Black Tees. They are on Bandcamp. They are brilliant. Indie kind of rock, Canadian rock. They sound more British. They sound more British than they do Canadian.
So British indie rock. I'm all in.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. So this album is called Now That You're Here, and it's brilliant. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's phenomenal. I do really. I can't promote these enough. Honestly, honest to God, they are fantastic. Even I think Rob would enjoy this as well.
It's promising.
It's you wouldn't think they're Canadian. You'd think they're British. You'd think their inspirations were kind of like the Choral and that kind of bands, because the music they put out. You can only get this on Bandcamp. You can't get it on Amazon or the rest of it. This is the only album they've made. They've been together 2 years, I think. But Joe, who usually does the live stream, he's obviously busy tonight with family and stuff. But he said, "Give it a listen, Chris." He sent it to me, and I love it. It's brilliant, honest. And I'm not just saying that because he sent it to me, because Steve, you get sent a lot of stuff, but you probably think half the time, "What the hell is this shit?" But it is good. It's good. It's good stuff. I wouldn't recommend crap to you, especially the British guys, because you're going to go, "Well, you're full of shit." But I do really, really enjoy it. I've got to move this on, guys. I apologize profusely. Steve, over to you.
Is this the
This
quick
is
fire
what
round?
you've got left. Whatever you've got left, show what you've got left.
No, I'm just going to show one. I'm going to show one. Kyoto Jazz Sextet. This came out this year. Great music from Japan. It's 45 RPM, but if you play it at 35 RPM, it still sounds good. So it really doesn't matter. But Japan and the UK, to me, have the best jazz scenes right now going. That I'm really enjoying getting jazz from the UK or Japan. And I haven't found much in the U.S. that's really grabbing me right now, but this is really good. And it's Dusuya no Uta, I don't know. Extra Freedom, Still in Love, I guess. So good stuff. There we go. How's that for fast?
Yeah.
So there's a comment here, Rob. 2 secs. The album's called Human Condition, Rob.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's saying that?
Martin McGrath.
Yeah. It's not Check the Meaning. That's the track off it. Yeah, he's right. 2002 though. Does he think it's a classic as well?
We'll never know, Rob. This is the quick fire round.
I don't know. I'm trying to go through this as fast as I can. Right. Morten, over to you, mate.
Pardon?
Over to you. Have you got anything left?
No, Sean 5.
Okay. Cool. David.
This album was
Awesome.
gifted by a record shop owner because it's got an imperfection on the first track on side 2. And he says, "Dave, you can have it." And it's absolutely wonderful, dreamy adult pop, beautifully melodic, very, very atmospheric. He's very hit and miss to me, but this one is absolutely great. Morning Phase from Beck.
His best album. And it's coming out
Yeah.
in like acoustic sounds, or someone's putting out a high definition of that album.
Yeah, I've got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob.
Right, I'm just going to show this one. So this came out last year. Australian 5-piece called The Parcels. Sort of, the first album came out probably about 10 years ago. Produced by Daft Punk. So it's like daytime disco. It's the members of the band are like the 5 most beautiful men you've ever seen. And they're so cool. I think they might be from Brisbane or Adelaide. It's all the same, isn't it? Anyway.
I thought the 5 most beautiful men were on this video right now.
Yes! Well done, Steve.
Yeah. I've waited.
It definitely won't be Melbourne.
I've
No
waited for
beautiful
2
men
hours for you to say something interesting, Steve. So well done.
Oh!
So yeah, this is recommended. The Parcels, really good 5-piece, really good live band as well. They've done a couple of live albums, but yeah, I recommend the Parcels. Nobody else shows them, talks about them, but I really recommend them.
What kind of music genre are you putting them into then, Rob?
Daytime disco. It's like dance music.
Okay.
It's just really good. Summer music, when the sun's out, if you put that on, you just can't go wrong. It's superb.
Okay. I am last, and
Yes.
nobody's going to like this. I'm going to show some Americana pop right now. This is Noah Kahan's new album. Sunday morning album for me. It's don't think of the hits and stuff. It's just relaxing. I enjoy it. So there you go. Bit of Noah Kahan.
Chris, I had only shown 4. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. 2 secs. Hang on.
Missed his chance now.
All right.
Tim Finn again. Tim Finn.
Go on,
You
mate.
stuck in Tim Finn.
This is Goodbye. This is the final Megadeth album, and I have listened to that a lot. He says it's the final one. We'll see, but he's going to tour on it for the next 3 years probably. I thought it was a strong finish, powerful, energetic, and there's always a sense of sinister with Dave Mustaine. He's a sinister person more than, let's say, Metallica. So I always like that, and he managed to pull that all the way in with his final album, which is this one.
And it has 63 variants. So if you want to try and collect them all, go at it.
Yeah, Rolling Stones are probably releasing 148 variants. of
Yeah,
any of
Paul
them. Yeah,
Paul McCartney too, no doubt.
yeah.
We went to, like, David knows exactly what I'm about to say, and he knows the location. St. David's in Pembrokeshire in West Wales. We went to the cathedral, me and John, my friend, and he was so excited to pick up that album, and that's all he talks about to this day is the Megadeth he got on white vinyl. He loves it to death. That's all he talks about. Oh, I wonder if I can pick up some Megadeth.
I think this one is quite nice.
Oh my God.
It's
Yes.
quite pretty. As vinyl goes.
62 more to go, Morton. You got them all.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy with this one. Blue is
So-
my favorite color.
I'd like to thank the entire panel this evening for joining me, because I know how much of a ball ache this is for everybody.
Does that
Steve,
include Rob, by the way?
but that's where I was going with it. Steve, thank you so much as usual. I do appreciate it, mate. You know that.
Yep.
Rob, thanks. Morten, I always appreciate you, mate. You know that.
Thanks very much.
Diolch yn fawr, you know. So,
Lush.
David, Rob, love you to death. You know that. Thank you so much. What I'm going to do real quick, go around the panel, tell everybody kind of what you got going on and that kind of stuff. Any videos coming up. Steve, let's go to you first. You've done the Sunday morning. You've done the podcast. Tell kind of people. People should know who the fuck you are at this point. But do you want to tell everybody kind of what you're about and any videos you got coming up?
Yeah, the Sunday show, I just usually show 4 or 5 albums, give you samples, all new, just the recent albums that I bought within the last year, because it takes me about a year to show them. Then the podcast, wherever Jim and I go, generally a midweek. I did one last week on soundtracks, how it affected me. And I was asked to do one dealing with radio, and I might do that. I'm not sure. Otherwise, work's busy, so I squeeze it in when I can.
Cool. If nobody's seen the Sunday show, go and check it out. It's my favorite part of the day. Rob,
Yeah.
what's happening with you?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a couple of videos a week. I took about 4 months off at the end of last year into February, but since then I've been doing quite frequent videos. I'm doing CD videos. I've got charity shop videos. I've got records I bought from record fairs. I've got loads of records to show. I want to do my top 100 albums of all time. I want to try and get 1,000 videos on my channel, and I've only got 240, so I'm very busy.
Cool.
You can do it, Rob. You can do it.
I know, I'm hanging in. Well, if you can, I can.
Yeah.
Do you know? Can I be honest before I go to Morton, real quick? My favorite videos of what you do is when you go to the charity shop and you pick up good pickups. Those are my favorites. Do you know the charity shop that you go to all the time?
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I always enjoy them.
I think you'll find when it comes to popularity, people like all my videos though. So,
Well, I think everybody in the VC wants to be you, Rob.
well, I think
Remember that video?
that is a rumor actually that I started.
Wow.
Yes.
I started.
Right. Anyway, Morton, what's coming up on your channel at the moment, mate?
Well, just recent things I've gotten. Some of them have been sort of bunching up while I was away, and I will be trying to do my biggest, most expensive record purchase this year was yesterday when I got the new Metallica box. So I reckon I'll do something about that. And then I'm waiting for the Rolling Stones to come out.
Yeah.
And I have to get my hands on that Kylie Minogue record with the gold panties coming out for the first time on vinyl since God knows when, in August.
I'd just like to get my hands on Kylie Minogue, but
But in lieu of not being able to do that without getting arrested, I guess the vinyl will have to do.
Back of the queue, mate.
Yeah. So you mentioned Metallica. They're actually in Cardiff tonight.
Oh right, yeah.
Do you know how much the tickets were going for?
£250.
250 per person.
Right. Yeah.
So Steve,
is
that
in
works
the
at about
golden circle.
$350 for one person standing.
Wow.
Bloody
For
hell.
standing.
Standing.
Jeez.
Are Gojira still warming up for them or what?
I could watch the Stereophonics 10 times, but we'll move on. David Atkinson, over to you, mate. What's going on your channel at the moment?
Well, I got an album on Friday, as I mentioned much earlier, and I'm going to do a video about that. And that's I'm going to get that done this week. And I'm also think I might have a stab at the summer vinyl tag.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a summer one that's just been kicked off. It's got a few. It's not so many questions as the annual one, and it doesn't look too tricky to do. So I might have a go at that before the end of the week.
Cool. For myself, I'll just make it up as I go along, as I usually do. I'm planning to go to Swansea with John, my mate, to a record shop and see what we pick up, and that's pretty much it. Next week we got a Canadian special. It is Canada Day, so it's talking about all music from Canada.
See ya.
Yeah, cheers, Dave. But yeah, that's the theme for next week. And in August, I'm going to take a break for a few weeks because work is going to be absolutely crazy.
And then you're doing that very short video, right, about the music scene in Denver.
Short video.
Do you know what? I sent a mess. I can't remember what it was on. It was kind of, what was it, Steve? And I said, oh, I'm going to Canada next year. And he went, you don't want to come to Denver and see me instead? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, no kidding.
But you know, I actually had a text message off Liz tonight. She went, do you know, instead of go to Canada, can we just go and see Steve instead? He sounds more interesting.
Exactly.
Steve, what you should. I don't know whether you know, Steve, but MJK Boston's due is on. Well, it's in like the middle of July. What you should try and do is do one in Denver around the same time, so those of us who are traveling can do 2 cent at holiday. Because I think Richard's Vinyl Tap House is coming to MGK's this year in Buffalo.
Wow. My hardest part is we're in the middle of pool season, so I'm off 1 day a week, and it's chaotic.
Oh, we don't have to see you, mate. We just have to see Denver and the Rockies.
Good point.
Right.
Good point.
Guys, you're about to be thrown off, but just stay in the background because I'll bring you back up again, right? Thank you for everybody who's made comments tonight. Thank you for my panel. This has been amazing. You're not going to beat this on a live stream. I got to be honest. Steve, thank you. Rob, thank you. Morton, thank you. David, thank you. Absolutely fantastic as usual. Thank you for everybody on the live chat. Everybody's going to watch this later. I really do appreciate it. I will put a link on everybody's channel down below. Go and hit like, which I've never said in my life, and go and subscribe to their channels. From me and the panel, thank you and good night.